Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Make It Mini Series 3, Diner Series 3, and we have the lime jello cups. I'm very excited about this one because I've been wanting to do these for a little while now. I have the red jello that you can get here, and I got that one as well. And then I have the old-fashioned blue jello one that has fruit in it, and that one actually was squishy, so I got that before the recall, I guess a long time ago. But let's get going. This is really simple and really cool. So we got our little orange jello here. I love how it comes in the big container. Open that up. And then we have also our limes, which I love. So we're going to fill half of each container and then we're going to give it a cure. If you pour consistently, you should get less bubbles. And we're going to do a frozen moment in one of them with a spoon. It came with one spoon, which is all right because we're going to do a frozen moment with the spoon. And in order to do that, we're going to need it to be not fully full yet. Okay, and it doesn't matter. That one, we'll do the frozen moment in this one because we have a little more leverage in there. But let me double check these real quick. All right, there's no bubbles whatsoever, so hopefully they stay no bubbles. I'm going to cure them in the light real fast, give them a full minute cure, and then we'll be back to do the other part. All right, those cured very nicely. No bubbles whatsoever. So before we deal with the garnishing, we're going to do the frozen moment. So this one has a lot less in it. So if you watched my rib video, I showed you how to do a technique that actually I just kind of figured out. But so add a little bit more resin in there, just enough to touch the surface and make it even, but not too much. I don't want it to be more than the other one in it. And we're just going to move it around just a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to need a cure little light. Where is it? You're going to need a flashlight if you want to do this. And it shows the spoon basically digging in. So I'm going to put it over here because I'm going to need to move angles. I'm going to have to try to get it from the front and the back at the same time. Tell me about that. That's difficult. Okay, so we're going to put it in there. And if you put it in, oh no, I didn't leave enough space. Darn it. That's all right. I'll put a little more resin in after. So let's put it in there. The tip of the spoon is in there. 1 second, my finger is slipping. I don't want it to be completely sideways. And I'm like out of the frame almost. Okay, so put the tip of the spoon in basically, and I'm going to cure, making sure to get the light on both sides here so that it does not create too many bubbles. Sometimes if you're doing a frozen moment and you cure it. Okay, so that looks good. There's still enough room to put a little more resin in there because I want it to be cover the spoon a little more, but just take it easy. Just a little bit more because we're going to need to put some garnishes on top. And take your spoon, not spoon because you don't have a spoon. Take your toothpick and make sure you travel the resin. This is important. Travel the resin around to the back of the spoon. Uh-oh. And the spoon is falling out. The spoon doesn't want to stay in its resin area because I just quick cured it. Come on, cooperate with me. Okay, so before the spoon falls, that's why spot cured is only a spot cure sometimes. So make sure we get enough resin there. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to put this in the light for a full cure, but I'm gonna make sure that this is right where I want it to. It's just barely in there. I'm gonna give this a full cure and then we will do the garnish. All right, so that cured. And if you see there's a tiny little bubble in there because when you shove something into it, the air needs to go somewhere, you know what I mean? So that's all right. That's why we reinforced it. And we won't even see it anyway once we put the garnish on. So we'll deal with the second one after. We're going to put some lime and some whipped cream on top. Okay, let's open our limes. They give us a few. I'm going to put 2 in each. And we get 2 left over. And then we have a whipped cream. Whoops. These things love to hide in the cap. I don't know how many we get, but we're going to do 2. I think there's 6. You get 6 big ones too. Sometimes you get only 6 small ones. Okay, so vary once more. And we're trying just like, that's enough. Look, that's probably too much, but move it around with our toothpick. And it does help just create the illusion of the, what do you call it? See how you can't really see, but there's a hole right here. So sometimes if you can move the resin into the hole there, it'll seal it back up. Okay. So we're just doing a little surface. So it just looks like it's wet again. 1 second. Make sure you touch all the edges so that it looks uniform. And we're going to put garnish on. So basically we have a whipped cream. And this one's going to be like this. So put the whipped cream kind of like right. Put that little piece to the back. Whipped cream to there. That looks good. And then we're going to throw 2 limes on the side, hopefully. 2 lime. Hopefully. You know what? I'm gonna put that to the side. We're gonna just do one lime because it looks, I don't want to overpower it. One lime, and we'll put it to the front a little bit. I think that looks cute. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the light, give it a full cure while we do the other one. It's best to do a full cure when you can. It just really makes things secure in place. Okay, so now we're gonna catch this one up to the other one. Where is it? I don't want too much, but I want it to be even. Use your toothpick again, circular motions, go around the edge. We might actually have to cure this one and do the garnish on top because it actually, it was a big divot. We'll see. Hold on. Let me try putting it in there, see if it's too deep. And sometimes these little twigs, it's not a twig, little things on the end here, I like to take my nippers and just clip it right off so that it does not interfere with the look. Let's see how deep this goes. Let me see how this one is over here. Yeah, see, okay. I'm gonna have to cure this on top. Take that out. I'm gonna put that to the side on the parchment paper. There's too much in there. Okay, cure it, and then we're gonna do like layers, the last tiny little bit, and then we'll do the garnish so that it looks better. Okay, and just the ever lightest amount, like that much right there. That might even be too much, but move it around one more time. So there's still like a divot in the middle there, so once it cures, you will kind of see. Make sure everything looks good. Second, I'm gonna shake it out of the light so I can look. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna take my tweezers and the little garnish I had over here, put it back on top. There we go. As you see, it's not as far in as it was before. We're gonna center it, and I'm gonna put the side of lime. I'm gonna clip off a tiny piece of that too, and we'll put it like this, straight up, and then move it over. All right, I think that's cute. Okay, that looks awesome. So give it one more full cure in the light, and then we will do one more final look. All right, and that's the finished product. Look how cute they are. Little Jello cups. Makes me want one right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed another video. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Instagram if you can, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.